Welcome to Digital Toolbox. In this video we're going to go over managing your files in 3ds and how, more specifically, 3ds Max tries to manage your files for you, which can be kind of a headache, but we'll leave that right now. So up by the M, you can see this little folder here. It says Project Folder. This project folder is under the C drive, Users, Scott, Documents, 3ds Max Design. By default, that's where the files go. 3ds Max creates that file on install, and then whenever you open something or try to save this file, it'll go to that project folder. But we can change that if that's not what you want. So we'll go over to the M and then go to Manage, Set Project Folder, and here you can manage that kind of more specifically. So I don't want it to be under My Documents. I'm just going to use the desktop for our purposes here. So just close that down and then go to the desktop, and I'll say Make New Folder, and then I'll do Farnsworth 3ds. So that's my new folder, and I'll say OK, and done. Awesome. That's it. So I can go back, hover over this, and it'll say Project Folder, Scott, Desktop, Farnsworth 3ds, and if I click on that, I can change to a different folder. But then I can see if I drop down here, it's already populated all of these subfolders for me. Downloads, archives, export, import, material libraries, render output, scenes, all of the .max files are going to go into the scenes folder here. So you may or may not use all of these, but this is how 3ds tries to organize this stuff for you. So whenever you're trying to save something and it pops up that this is under My Documents with all this stuff, you'll kind of know why now. So that's that. Another nice feature to know about is that that's kind of already rooted into your, from the C drive through the whole full file name. You can go under Customize Preferences and then under Files, say Convert Local File Paths to Relative, and then that will be more like a root subfolder, and then it's not going to worry about the drive and all that stuff that it's on, and then you can transfer that to other people or computers, and then it's all relative, so it's not going to mess it up. So say OK, and that's kind of quickly how 3ds Max uses that file structure, kind of unique. But one more thing I like to just go over is a quick save method for working with your files. So here's my scene, and it's the way I want it, but I'm going to attempt some different modeling, maybe some destructive commands that may or may not work out for me. So I'll go to Edit and then do Hold or Control H. And then this will hold, it'll take an image of this file and keep that in memory in case I need it. So it's held there, until I save again. So I'm just really quickly going to do some, all this moving, and then oh wait, that's not what I wanted to do. Oops. So if I do Control Z, it'll do a few, but I may not be able to undo all of the actions I did. So I can go back down to Edit and then Fetch. About to fetch, OK, and I'll say Yep, and then it'll fetch that spot where I held from. So that's a kind of nice quick save method to use through your workflow.